Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
Why y'all be lying? Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why y'all be lying? Why y'all be lying? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the lies? The lies and the deceit that I received about this book? Like, why? Why do y'all be lying? Explain it to me. Talk to me. Explain it. Just enlighten me, if you will. Enlighten me on why y'all lied about this book. Why did y'all make it seem that this book was so good? 5 stars, best book, amazing. Y'all, I just want to know. I want to know why I was lied to, why I was deceived, why y'all told me that this book was good. Y'all, I'm coming to you guys with my very first ever book review on this channel. Usually I kind of think I give a little bit of a book review on my wrap-ups, the books that I finish, but I'm starting to think maybe like I'm starting to think and look into like what type of videos I want to produce on this channel. And I feel like I don't want to give myself the title of a DNF queen, but your girl has no problem DNFing books. And I feel as though, because that is the case, maybe I should start, you know, having a dedicated video every month of each month DNFs, you know, because I want to express the pain I'm enduring by reading these books. And even though this is not a DNF video, this is technically like it's not a dedicated DNF video. It is a video about a book that y'all told me, and when I mean y'all, I mean BOOKTok, BookTube, all you people, really, y'all was really over here hyping this book up to be something amazing, something chef kiss, 10 out of 10 would recommend, and I'm here to say that is not the case at all. Not for me, at least. I DNF'd the book. I DNF'd The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I DNF'd this. I showed you guys this book in my January TBR, and I showed you guys this book in my unboxing, my very first unboxing in this year, 2023. I don't feel like I need to get into the synopsis of this really, because I feel like it is a popular book, so you guys know what this book is all about. Blase blase. But I DNF'd it. I could not finish this book for the life of me. It was starting off good. It was starting off good, but it slowly turned into something I did not want to read anymore. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, also, I know you saw the quick transition of my glasses being on. I could not see for the life of me in my viewfinder, and I wanted to make sure everything was. Sorry if you guys heard that. My sister's outside my door doing stuff. Okay, but anyway, y'all, I had to DNF this book. I had to. For the life of me, I could not continue reading this book. I actually, crazy enough, I knew I was going to give this book a low rating when I was at page 123. Okay, this is like a 300 and something page book. How many pages? It is 393 pages in this book, included the added chapter. It is a now, I hope you guys hear stuff in the background. It is a now, this book has the added chapter, I guess, of Adam's point of view. I'm not sure. I didn't get to it. Again, it was like 390 something pages, and your girl knew that this was gonna at least be a 2-star if I finished the book. A 2-star at 123. Okay, that number page. I knew that I was not going to enjoy this book, and that the rating couldn't go any higher than 2 stars for me, because it was just annoying. It's something about, I've had the abuse, if I will, of reading books where I just don't like reading from the main character's point of view, because they are really freaking annoying. Okay, and I guess it kind of puts you in a reading slump, if you will. It's constantly annoying if you're constantly having to read books from the point of view of people who are like so annoying and so frustrating. It makes it really hard to like want to finish the book, because especially when it's like this, where it's not really dual point of view, it's just from Olive's point of view. I've learned a little bit more about myself and what type of genres and what type of books I personally like reading. One thing I've learned is that, one, I love me a good dual point of view, because when I read books, that's just the one point of view, and it's typically the girl's point of view. They just be doing the most, and it's really, really annoying, and I just don't want to be reading their point of view like that. Low-key, I ain't gonna care. I feel like it would be a lot better if I was able to read both of the point of views, like her point of view and then Adam's point of view, but then it's just not the case. We're strictly just reading from Olive's point of view, so it makes it just really annoying, because if I had like $1 for every time Olive talked about how big and tall Adam was and how broad his shoulders were, and you know, all that, baby, I would be rich. Like, what? I would be rich. Okay, it just doesn't make sense how many times she has to talk about how big he is and how broad his shoulders are, and just he is just so big, and his hands are big, and he's just so dark and, you know, mysterious and all that crap. It's just like, okay, we got it, sis. We got it. We got it. I got it. I know how he looks now. I can envision him in my mind. I got it. I know how he looks. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And it gets. I think the straw in it for me is when I just like again, I really did not like Olive. I did not care for Olive. She was annoying. Okay, and it's so crazy, because when I was showing you guys my book unboxing, I didn't tell you guys that I like Olive in that video. I said I was enjoying the book, and it was because of Adam, and that still stands even though I DNF'd this book. I enjoyed for the part that I got up to because of Adam. And I know some people don't like Adam because he's like very, you know, cutthroat, and like he seems very like what do you say, to himself, introverted, straight face, you know, not a jokester type of person, at least from the point of what I've read. And I guess I really enjoyed him because I felt like I could relate to him in that sense. Like, I'm not really like a people person type of person. I'm kind of just like to myself, straightforward, don't really got a like, I don't want to say I don't have sense of humor. It just it just depends. Okay, ain't gonna cap. I really kind of don't have sense of humor like that. I'm just be honest, I really don't. So I felt like I really related to him in that way, and so that's why I really enjoyed Adam. But Olive was annoying. First of all, I thought her best friend name was Anna for the longest time. I thought it was just some fancy way of spelling her name. Don't come for me. Supposedly it's supposed to be An. I don't know what name that is or who. I mean, I can't judge. My name is tacky too, so I ain't even gonna cap. But I did not like her either. She was so freaking annoying. She constantly kept, first of all, that whole dynamic between An and then Olive and then the boy, what's his name, Jeremy, who was originally dating Olive, but she didn't really feel him like that. So, but then he started feeling An while he was with Olive, so they broke up because, again, Olive wasn't really feeling Jeremy, and Jeremy wasn't really feeling Olive, so he started feeling An, and An was starting to feel Jeremy, so now they want to do something, but An don't want to break girl code, so she don't really want to do nothing with Jeremy, because she feels bad for Olive, but Olive really don't like Jeremy, but, you know, she's trying to make it seem like, oh, she's moved on, so she starts dealing with Adam, who is a professor in her PH program. And I'm just like, okay, that already kind of rubbed me off. And I kind of understood, like, from a sense of that, again, Olive said she really didn't care too much about Jeremy, so she didn't care if An got with Jeremy. Okay, okay, fine, sure, that's fine, but it's just, I don't know, that to me, like, it had to be stated from Olive that she didn't really care for me to like not feel some type of way. And when I first read it, I was like, huh? Because before she even mentions that An wasn't going to do anything with Jeremy because she didn't want to break girl code, she said something along the lines of An was liking Jeremy as well, and Jeremy was liking An. And so I was like, excuse me? And then, you know, she proceeded to go on and say how An wasn't going to do anything with Jeremy as far as that goes because she didn't want to break girl code and that's her best friend. I was like, oh, okay. But I'm still kind of side-eyeing that. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. As far as like the pros of the book, I did like how they got into it very quickly. You know, again, I don't have time. I don't really want to wait like 5 chapters until the point where you kiss Adam, because we all know from the synopsis that Olive kisses Adam and to make it seem as though she has moved on, so An can do something or be with Jeremy, who was like her ex in a way. Okay, so we know that from the synopsis that Olive kisses Adam as a way to make it seem like she's moved on and she is currently dating Adam. Okay, so I liked it how that came very like first chapter. We already literally smack dead into it. Olive is kissing Adam. Okay, we don't know who he is. No, smack dead into it. You got the prologue, which is about Olive having these expired contacts in her eyes, so she can't see nothing. And so she's talking to this guy at this what's she trying to be in Stanford? What college was she at? Stanford. That's what it is. She's at Stanford. She was currently sitting in some lab's bathroom because her contacts had expired, and so she couldn't see. And she was talking to, I guess she didn't know who she was talking to, but she was talking to somebody who was obviously at Stanford, who was and I guess in that program as well. She assumed to be in that program, talking to them, and they were just going back and forth, but she couldn't really see who he was because again she couldn't see because her contacts were expired. And that whole thing right there was like, okay, my thing is, right, hear me out. Just hear me out. If one of your senses is like not really functioning right now at that very moment, I would like to think that your other senses are like 10 out of 10 would recommend. So if you can't really see right now, I would like to think like your hearing is really good. So because my theory is, again, I DNF'd this book at what, chapter 8 on page 137. I told you guys at 123 I knew this was going to be a 2-star for me. I DNF'd it at 137. I didn't get too far in the book to even like, I just knew I couldn't finish this book. I didn't want to finish it. I didn't really enjoy it. But anyways, I don't know if anything ever happened past that point where it was acknowledged as to who she was talking to in the prologue, because at the part that I stopped, it never comes to that. It never comes to stating, you know, who she talked to, and I'm thinking in my mind that's Adam. That's who I'm thinking. Like I'm putting money. I didn't finish the book, but I'm putting money down that she's most likely talking to Adam. And this is my thing right here. So let's just say my theory is correct. I could be wrong, but let's just hypothetically say my theory is correct, that she was talking to Adam in the prologue. Because I mean, come on, it's a book and it's about them two. Girl, you know, we all should know. I bet money, okay, she was talking to Adam. I know it's been some years. I want to say, was it 2 years since she's been in that program after the prologue, and then you get into the main story. It's about like 2 years since she's been in Stanford in that PH program. I would like to think, unless that was just her first time ever encountering Adam since she had that encounter, which I believe is Adam, in that bathroom in the prologue, the voice don't click. Like the voice don't sound the same. I don't know. Like a part of me really thinks that it's him. It could not have been him, but then that wouldn't make no freaking sense because come on, it's a romance book. Let's be honest. It was him. And in that case, I know you can remember his voice even though you didn't see him. Like, let's be honest. You tell me you don't remember that man's voice. Your senses in your ear, you just wasn't hearing, it wasn't working or something. Okay, whatever. Anyways, besides that, we got to after the prologue, then you get into the main story, and then she kisses it. It jumps right into it. It jumps right into the synopsis of her kissing Adam to make it look like she is dating Adam, so An could like not feel some type of way about her having a thing for Olive's ex, Jeremy. So one thing again from that whole scene I really enjoyed, I did enjoy. I actually really liked it because it was something different. I liked it how how Adam kind of acknowledged that should I report this, because in a way it was like some harassment, sexual harassment if you think about it, okay, because you did kiss a man without his consent and he don't even know you. And I enjoyed that because I feel like it's a lot of things that happen in books that can be considered, you know, SA if we're really being honest, and it's never really acknowledged as that. It's kind of just pushed to the side because, you know, it's a book or whatever the case may be. And the fact that it was the guy stating that, I really, and I was like, oh, this is different. This was really different for me, at least, to read a book like that where that was kind of discussed, like, because you kind of did SA the dude. I mean, he didn't really know you, you didn't get his consent, and you just straight up kissed him, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, okay, Adam. Okay, so, you know, that happens. I don't even know how to talk, because it's just so much goes on. And so that part I didn't mind. It was like, okay, it was pretty good as far as like the first couple of chapters went. But one thing that made me really not like Olive was her, like, for some reason she had this like negative energy towards Adam, and it wasn't even warranted if you really think about it. Like, my thing is, yeah, you hear other people and their opinions and their experience with Adam, but for you to be having all this like energy towards him in a negative way when you ain't never really even had no like connection or like communications with him besides this point, and all he's ever done in that very point was help you in your situation, I was like, why are you being such a bitch towards him and having all this, like, I just didn't like that, because it's like, he's done nothing but help you. And it also, in a way, kind of makes it seem like, you know, you constantly are told how like of a mean professor he is and how nobody wants him on their little evaluation team or whatever the case may be. They do, I don't remember the words, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They don't really want him on there because he's like really harsh and really mean, and like you constantly are told that, but we're never really seeing that. And then any of the experience that we see him with Olive, he's really sweet and he's really helpful. So while she's constantly saying these things about him, it's just like let me read y'all one of the lines that she said. Okay guys, I ain't gonna cap, I can't find it. I thought I had put it somewhere in here, and I refuse to keep going all the way through to try to figure out what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I could summarize it for you guys. Basically, anytime where Olive like sees Adam, she's like, oh, him, or like he's like some type of word or adjective she would use for him in a negative way. And it's just like, for what? Because he hasn't done anything to you. All he's ever done is help you fake a relationship to you know, make it seem like you moved on from your ex. And I know in a way, well, not in a way, or in a way technically, because I don't even know if it's really working for his end, but he did say that it was like it was helping both of them in a way, because for him, he needed his funds to be released because Stanford thought he was going to leave. So yeah, but okay, that whole thing, nothing about that was believable. Nothing about that whatsoever was believable, because who would think that you're gonna stay at their school just because you have a girlfriend? Please tell me that person who would believe that. Now I could see maybe if you had a wife, maybe, but a girlfriend, and not only just a girlfriend who's not even an American citizen. She from Canada, she got a green card, she ain't even from here, so who really gonna believe that? Like, I know y'all lying. I know y'all lying. Y'all not really about to sit up here and say that people at Stanford are going to believe you're not going to leave their school just because you have a girlfriend. Not even a wife. No type of commitment at all. But a girlfriend. And a girlfriend who's not even a U.S. citizen. She's from up there, Canada. Baby, that don't make no sense. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. But who's going to believe that? Because I'm not. That's a girlfriend. Y'all can break up tomorrow. Who's believing that, y'all? That just made... But okay, anybody who believed that, okay, that was some good evidence to believe that you are going to stay in Stanford so you can get these funds. Okay. But y'all, it was that. It was the constant talking about the broad shoulders and how big he was. It was the constant reminder of how annoying Ann was. She was so freaking annoying, constantly talking about how, like, trying to force Olive to do stuff with him, and in a way Olive was really kind of annoying in that sense, because like, girl, why she always gotta tell you to do something like kiss your man or sit on his lap or do all that stuff? Like, if this is your boo thing, you should be doing that automatically. Like, get it together. Get it together. Get your stories, get the story correct, because it's not working, it's not vibing, it's not believable. I'm sorry, nobody's believing that, and it's just constantly annoying. And then don't get me started about that scene with Greg, one of Adam's students, who basically Adam told him that his whole entire thing was like, dead it, throw it away, throw it in the trash. And so Adam gets mad at not Adam, Greg gets mad at Olive, and it's just like, what did she have to do with any of this? Why are you getting mad at her for being with somebody who did something bad to you in a way by your project? Like, why you ain't had this energy for him? Why are you coming at her? And that was just really annoying. And then she had to go back and forth with Adam about the situation, which was really annoying, because I was like, in a way, I ain't gonna cap, in a way, and we talking about a PhD. We're not talking about no middle school, high school, associate, bachelor's. Like, I mean, you know, we're talking about PhD. Ain't that like the top thing? You shouldn't be getting sugarcoated for that. I'm not saying your whole thing should be scrapped, but if something is wrong, and y'all scientists, this is some like people, medical type shit y'all doing, I mean, I think it should be tip-top perfect. If I'm being honest, I mean, wasn't Olive dealing with pancreas cancer and stuff like that? Like, y'all dealing with some real shit. Like, it needs to be top tier, if I'm being truly honest. So, I mean, if it's something up, it's something wrong. If it's like one little thing that's wrong, yeah, it might mess up your whole entire thing. So, I mean, do I feel bad? And maybe it could have been a way that it was, you know, worded, you know, delivered to Greg. Maybe, yes, it could have been different, but again, we never really get to see that. We only get to hear about it. Again, if the double POV was a thing, maybe we would have been able to see that for ourselves and read it from Adam's mouth, so we would have been like, oh, okay, Adam, that was kind of not cool, but we just hear it. So it's just kind of like, am I supposed to like not like him because he's like, I don't know. It was just like, it was a lot of y'all saying he did this, but where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Can I read it? Can I see it for myself? Like, I don't know. So I don't know, y'all. But y'all, like, have y'all ever had to go like on YouTube or any type of other social media and look up something that you didn't like that is really popular, and just be like, try to look it up videos on YouTube or whatever the case may be, just to see like, is it me? Like, is it me? Am I the problem? Because like, I'm not feeling this, or this is just not hitting like all y'all said it was. That was how this book was for me. Like, I had, like, as I got to chapter 8, I closed the book. I politely closed it, went to YouTube, and I looked up review, like, is it me? Am I the only one who's not liking this book? Like, I liked it in the beginning, and then it slowly but surely went downhill, and it just kept going and going. I was like, 2 stars at most. Ain't going higher than that. And the 2 stars are really based off Adam, in my opinion, because I like Adam. Other than that, I didn't like I did not like Olive. I did not like An. This whole childish scenario of everybody just, I guess, staring at them kind of annoyed me too. But I guess when I looked at reviews, I saw some comments talking about how, like, in a PhD program, like, stuff like that is taken way more seriously than it was described in the book. Like, sitting on a professor's lap, dating a professor, whether he is your professor or your advisor or not, is a no-no. And even people who are like married in that type of like field, academia, you wouldn't even know they were married, because like that's like a, I guess, no PDA type thing zone, if you know what I mean. So yeah, a lot of this stuff, like the whole sitting on the lap, the kissing and all that, like, that would have never been a thing in like real academia. So a lot of people who are like a part of that world was like, it's a no for me. That I did not know, but I mean, I kind of figured in a way, like just in not even like a PhD format, but just like middle school, high school, like that. Like, I don't know, you would think it's like a taboo subject in a way, but like, you know, I don't know. But it just I mean, the cover's cute. I love the little pink of it. That's all I can really say as far as good. Something nice to say about this book, y'all, honestly. If it wasn't for me dog ear bending the book, I probably would have returned this book too, just get my money back. I'm still debating if I'm gonna do it, because again, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make a video this year where I do read my DNFs, get back into them, just for, you know, laughs and giggles and stuff like that. So I might keep it just in case I hop back into this book. I doubt it. It will literally only be for that video. It will not be for like pure enjoyment of my own. If I'm being honest, it would not be that. But yeah, y'all, like, that's one thing. If I don't like the main character, I can't deal with the book, especially if it's not double point of view. Like, if it's not double point of view, I can't do it. I cannot just sit here and read from her point of view and she be so bland, just talking about him all the time. And honestly, let me mention something else also before I get off this video, before I cut it short. One thing that I did not like about Olive is I've realized that Olive only really likes him because she finds him physically attractive. Point blank, period. Like, there's nothing else. And I guess you could say in a way that Adam really isn't described a whole lot. Like, he's not really giving any depth or any of these characters, to be honest, to where you could really like him for anything else other than what Olive is saying, which is he's so big and he has so broad shoulders and all that stuff. But that's really the only reason why she likes him. Like, that she don't even really like him for him, you know, doing what he doing, like faking the whole dating thing for her. She don't even got no likes for him for that. She literally just likes him because he's attractive. That's really all I got from it. Nothing else. I mean, yeah, they're both in, you know, science and academia, but I think because she kept talking about him so much physically, that's why I got the impression she only liked him because what he looked like physically. Like, that's it. That's all I got. Yep. And that's boring and that's annoying both ways. Like, reading it from a guy only liking a girl because she's physically attractive, or vice versa. Like, it's both annoying and it's just, I ain't got time for that. You don't have nothing else to say you like about this person other than how they look physically. I don't care about that. And like, that's all I got from it. She just constantly kept talking about how he looked physically, and it was just like, okay, I got it. But yeah, y'all, I had to DNF the book, The Love Hypothesis. Y'all lied. Y'all really lied about this book. Y'all really lied and said this was like some 5-star reading, and that's crazy because I think I said that to you guys in my unboxing of this. Was it that or in my TBR? Whichever one of those videos, I mentioned to you guys how somebody had talked about how this was like their 5-star read, and I'm like, it's amazing how we all have different tastes in books, y'all, because baby, this is not a 5-star for me. This is the DNF and it is stuck at two stars, period. But yeah, that's my little ramble, that's my little rant. It was probably wild and all over the place. I'm probably gonna do this more because literally tomorrow I am starting a reading challenge from a very known author. You guys know these books because I showed you guys these books in my unboxing. I'm going to start recording that tomorrow, so you guys will be seeing that. And I might have a rant for her, or I might just do it in that entire vlog video. I don't know, but yeah, maybe this might be a thing, you know, if I talk about the books I DNF'd, and even if like books that are so bad I just need a rant about them, I could come on here just rant to you guys about how bad they are. And if there's something popular, then I'm gonna rant about how y'all be lying, because y'all stay lying. Like, this is the second book that y'all have lied to me about as far as being good. The first one was the After series, and I wasn't really like, what was I on? Was I on social media? I think it was like Twitter or YouTube. I don't know, whichever one it was. But y'all lied to me about that, and now y'all lied to me about this, and I have a feeling y'all gonna lie to me about that series that I gotta start tomorrow. I know y'all be lying, like y'all full of it, but it's all good, it's all good, you know, because I can always return this real quick and get my money back. But it's just the fact y'all really be lying out here. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want, you know, more videos like this to be on my channel, please make sure you comment that down below. Give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, with all that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.